Om श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्त वेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यत इति मे निश्चिता मतिः। We are seeing the prayojana of Vedanta Shastra. What is the purpose of Vedanta? In that we had ascertained that the prayojana of Vedanta Shastra is Atyantika Dukkha Nivrutti and Paramananda Vapti. Total cessation of sorrows and gaining of happiness. To which a question was raised that the prayojana, the purpose that you have said or that you have explained is not appropriate. Why is it not appropriate? Because something which I don't have alone can be gained. If I already have something, there is no opportunity for me to gain that again. Why would I gain that? So, me being Paramananda Swarupa, gaining of happiness cannot be the purpose. And for which the answer was given that what you say may be true, but the thing is, because of delusion, ignorance, the covering or veiling created by that ignorance, my Swarupa, that Paramananda Swarupa, the happiness nature, is covered. I don't know myself or experience myself to be Paramananda Swarupa. And for that, that ignorance, that covering, that veiling needs to be removed. And therefore, that removal appears to give me that which I am trying to gain. So, because of removal of ignorance, I think that I have gained that Paramananda Swarupa, and for that we had seen an example of misplaced bracelet. After having analyzed this, author further progresses to explain removal of sorrow, for which he said the removal of sorrow is like removing something which is not really there. Nitya Nivritta, which is already ceased to exist, which has already ceased to exist, which is not there. Removal of something which is not there. Why do you say so? Because similarly, or with the example, as the snake which is appearing on the rope is as though removed when rope is seen. Even though snake is totally non-existent on rope. In reality, the snake is non-existent on rope, but it is appearing on rope. Therefore, the removal of that appearance is required. And when that snake is removed on account of knowledge of rope, snake goes away. Similarly, on account of aparoksha brahmajnana, the creation which is appearing on that Brahman, which is superimposed on that Brahman, will go away. And how is it going to go away? That which was not really there. To which now an objection is being raised. The objection is simple. Dvitiyakshepaha. Second akshepa objection. Nanu सविलासा ज्ञान निवृत्तिः परमानन्दावाप्तिश्च ग्रन्थस्य प्रयोजनमिति उक्तं न संगच्छते. Sangachate, they don't go together hand in hand. It is not possible for them to coexist. What to coexist? Savilasa jnana nivrittihi paramananda vaptischa. Savilasa jnana nivritti and paramananda vapti, these both cannot be granthasya prayojanam. Prayojana, the purpose of this text. What are these two? Savilasa. Vilasa is the effect. Vilasena saha savilasa. With effect, ajnana nivrutti. The removal of ignorance, ajnana nivrutti, destruction of ignorance, along with its effects. That and Paramananda Vapti, gaining of Paramananda. These two things cannot coexist. Why do you say that these two things cannot coexist? It is not possible for them to coexist. It is said, Yataha Nivrittihi Nama Nishesha Nashaha Eva Nashastu Pradhvamsa Bhava Eva. Yataha, because Nivrittir Nama. What is Nivritti? Nishesha Nashaha Eva. Total destruction. Nishesha. Shesha, that leftover. Something which is remaining. Remainder. Nishesha. Without leaving anything behind. Nasha. That is complete destruction. Total. So, Nivritti is total destruction. And that Nasha is Pradhvamsa Bhava Eva. And Nasha is, the technical term is given, Pradhvamsa Bhava. What is Pradhvamsa Bhava? Non-existence on account of, or continued non-existence. Better take this way. Continued non-existence on account of annihilation or destruction. Let's understand what is this idea or concept is. When we go to sleep in Sushupti Avastha, in the state of deep sleep, there is non-existence of creation. The creation that we are perceiving right now does not exist, but it is not destruction, but it is dissolution. The word used is dissolution, laya. Nasha and laya. That which has undergone laya, that which has gone to laya, can emerge back. Just as we wake up, after waking up, the entire creation comes back. That is dissolution. Similarly, here it is not laya, nishesha, nasha. After being destroyed, it continues to stay non-existent. It is not going to come back. That is pradhvamsa bhava. Pradhvamse abhava. After getting destroyed, abhava, the non-existence. So, ignorance, that is ajnana nivrutti, is nasha. So, when ignorance is removed, in moksha, if there is ajnana nasha, so it has non-existence. And atah अनर्थ निवृत्ति रूपा भावस्य परमानंद प्राप्ति रूप भावस्य चैकत्र च एकत्र मुक्ति स्वरूपे सामानाधिकरण्यम न घटेत भावाभावयोः अन्योन्य विरोधात्. Now he comes to his point. He says, अतः therefore अनर्थ निवृत्ति रूपा भावस्य, अनर्थ निवृत्ति रूप, that which is in the form of anartha nivrutti. Anartha, this is ignorance. Nivrutti, destruction. And how is this destruction? In what form is this destruction? It is abhava, non-existence. And paramananda prapti is bhava rupa, paramananda prapti rupa bhavasya. It is something which is existing. So, your moksha that you have explained, if it is ajnana nivrutti and paramananda prapti, so it has non-existence also and existence also. And mukti swarupe ekatra samanadhikaranyam na ghateta. In moksha, in mukti swarupa, in muktavastha, in the state of liberation, something which is non-existent and something which is existent, they cannot coexist. Why? Bhava bhavayoho anyonya virodhat. Because existence and non-existence, they are opposed to each other. Therefore, the moksha that you have defined as anartha nivrutti or dukkha nivrutti and paramananda vapti is not right. विरुद्धयोः धर्मयोः एकत्र युगपत् समावेशा योगाच्च. The two things which have opposing nature, those two things cannot coexist in one locus. Samanadhikaranyam, it was said. Samanadhikaranya, existing in the same locus. Adhikarana locus. Samana, same. Yugapat Samavesha yogacha. Yugapat, at the same time, at the same moment, they cannot coexist. At different periods of time, in different states, in different levels of reality, they may exist, but they cannot coexist at the same time. Yugapat Samavesha ayogacha. They cannot coexist. तस्मात् therefore ukta prayojanam granthasya na sambhavati iti chet. And if you say in because of all these reasons, the prayojana, the purpose of this text, as you have explained, is not right or appropriate, we answer, what you have said sounds right, but it is not so. Tat samadhihi, the answer. Samadhanam. Naisha doshaha. This is not a defect. Eshaha doshaha na. This is not a defect. Why? Savilasa vidya nivrutte adhisthana brahma chaitanya matratvat na tataha atirichyate sa. सविलासा विद्या निवृत्तेः. सविलासा विद्या, सविलासा अविद्या. Avidya, ignorance along with its effect. Nivrutte, nivrutti, its destruction, cessation. Adhisthana Brahma Chaitanya Matratvat. That cessation is not in its non existence or not being there, but Adhisthana Brahma Chaitanya Matratvat. It is in its support, that is Brahman. Further, the example will be given, so this statement will be clear. What author is saying is that avidya, when it gets destroyed, it is not that there is non-existence. Why? Because the destruction of avidya takes place on knowing the existence of its adhisthana, that is Brahma. Tataha atirichyate sa na. Na tataha atirichyate sa. That destruction of ignorance cannot surpass or exceed the existence of Brahman. And existence of Brahman is Bhava Rupa. He gives the example or explanation. यथा आरोपित सर्प निवृत्तिः अधिष्ठान रज्जु मात्रम् एवं कल्पित नाम रूपात्मक सकल वस्तु निवृत्तिः अपि तदधिष्ठान चिन्मात्रमेव न ततः अतिरिक्ता इति सिद्धम्. आरोपित सर्प निवृत्तिः, just as aropita, superimposed, sarpa, the snake, nivrittihi, destruction, cessation, the cessation of that snake which was superimposed on rope, the cessation of that, the destruction of that takes place on account of Rajju Matram, on the knowledge of Brahman, knowing the existence of rope. The snake, after it gets destroyed, it is not that nothing remains, but that which was its adhisthana, the support, the substratum, that exists. This is the major difference or major point in Vedanta. Otherwise, we would have landed in Shunyavada nihilism. After ignorance get destroyed, because that ignorance, that avidya was superimposed, and for all superimpositions, substratum, the adhisthana or support is required. After destruction of avidya, Brahman, which is the support, is there, exists. Therefore, same principle can be applied to Jagat also. Kalpita nama rupatmaka sakala vastu nivrutti api. Kalpita, imagined, superimposed. Nama rupatmaka sakala vastu. Nama rupatmaka sakala vastu, this entire creation which is nothing but names and forms. Nama, names, rupa, forms. Anything and everything in this world, in this creation, is explained with nama and rupa. For example, the mud, when it has shape of a pot and the name is given as pot, it is nama rupa given to that mud. So pot is the name and form given to that mud. But in a sense, pot is nothing but its adhisthana, substratum, mud. Therefore, न ततः अतिरिक्ता iti siddham, that destruction cannot surpass or exceed the existence of its substratum. The destruction cannot exceed the existence of its substratum. And for this, he gives paribhashika vyakhya, technical definition from Nyaya standpoint, from in terms of Nyaya. What he says is, now this is going to be a verbal jargon, but I will try to be as simple as I can. आरोपित प्रतियोगिक प्रध्वंसस्य प्रतियोग्यधिष्ठाने भासमानस्य अधिष्ठानमात्रत्व नियमात्. In simple words, it can be said that that which is superimposed gets destroyed in its substratum, its support. That which is superimposed, it gets destroyed on knowledge of its basis adhisthana. This is the idea. But how technically it has been explained? Aropita, that which is superimposed. Pratiyogika, that which is antithetical, opposing in nature. Pradhvamsasya, pradhvamsa, vinasha. What type of vinasha? That which is exactly opposite to superimposition. So Nyaya says ghatasya abhavaha घट प्रतियोगी. Ghata pratiyogi. Opposing to ghata is ghatasya abhava. So pratiyogika is referring here to abhava, non-existence. So this pradhvamsa is opposed to the existence of superimposition. The existence of superimposition is removed. Superimposition has gone away. Some real thing has not gone away. And when that superimposition goes away, where will it go? Tad adhisthana, pratiyogi adhisthane, to which it is pratiyogi. What is pratiyogi to that superimposition? The adhisthana. Pratiyogya, pratiyogi adhisthane. That adhisthana bhasamanasya adhisthana matratva niyamat. It is nothing but adhisthana matra, but its basis. Snake which is appearing is not snake, but it is its adhisthana rope. The silver which is appearing on shell, in shell silver example, that shell which has silver color, when it is shining in sun, it appears to be a piece of silver. But that appearing silver is nothing but its basis shell. So everything that is superimposed has its basis in existence of its substratum. And when that superimposed entity gets destroyed, that destruction leads to not non-existence but the existence of its basis or support. And thus, when we say ajnana nivrutti, what we are referring to is bhava, existence of its adhisthana Brahman. Ajnana nivrutti is not non-existence but existence of Brahman, bhava rupa, bhava of Brahman, not abhava of ajnana. Destruction of ignorance is not abhava of ignorance but bhava of Brahman. He gives quotations and references and solidifies his statement, validates his statement, says Taduktam Vartike. Vartikakara has also said, Sureshwaracharya ji says, Adhishthanaavashesho hi nashah kalpita vastunaha iti. Kalpita vastunaha nashaha. What is the nasha, destruction of kalpita vastu? Adhishthanaavashesha. When substratum is left behind, that is the non-existence, destruction of that which is superimposed. Simple. When you start seeing rope and not snake, that is the destruction of snake. When you start seeing shell and not silver, that is the destruction of silver. Ayameva bhagavat padadinam ashayah akaradishu sphutataraha. And throughout his grantha texts, Bhagavat Padadinam, all the acharyas, they have explained this same thing clearly, sphutatara. Therefore, ataha prakrutepi anartha nivrutti brahma matram iti ukta doshan avakashaha. Therefore, the dosha that you have said, there is no opportunity for that defect to exist. Ataha eva. Therefore, prakrutyepi in this context, anartha nivrutti brahma matram iti ukta doshan avakashaha. Anartha nivrutti, the destruction of anartha, ignorance, is in brahma matram iti ukta. Destruction of ignorance is in Brahman. Therefore, dosha anavakashaha. There is no opportunity for that defect to exist. Sarvanartha drushya kalpanadhishthanatvat brahmanaha. Why? Sarvanartha drushya kalpana. Sarva anartha, that all the ignorance, and anartha, that is dukkha, samsara, etc. Drushya, that which is appearing, kalpana, imagined. Everything that is imagined and ignorance. Adhishthanatvat brahmanaha adhishthanatvat, because the substratum of all that is superimposed is Brahman. Brahmanaha adhishthanatvat. Because Brahman is the basis of them, their destruction will lead to bhava of Brahman. Taccha Brahma siddhavastu swarupatvat. Now he further explains, Taccha Brahma, that Brahman, siddhavastu swarupatvat. Throughout it has been explained as something which is existing, existent. Bhava Rupam, it is Bhava Rupa. And therefore, Anartha Nivrutte Bhava Rupatvadev Tasyaha Asmin Granthe Prayojanatva Kathanam Yuktameva iti. Therefore, Anartha Nivrutte, the Nivrutti of Anartha, the destruction of ignorance. Bhava Rupatvadeva, the destruction of ignorance is not Abhava Rupa, but it is leading to Bhava Rupa, the existence of Brahma. And because Bhava Rupatvadeva being existence, Tasyaha Asmin Ganthe Prayojanavatva Kathanam Yuktameva. Therefore, explaining destruction of ignorance along with Bhava Rupa of Paramananda Vapti is appropriate. Why? Because destruction of ignorance is not abhava but bhava only. Therefore, there should not be any doubt about the prayojana of this text, the purpose of this text being destruction of ignorance and gaining of happiness, removal of sorrows and gaining of happiness. In short, The prayojana is knowing Brahman, and while by knowing Brahman, removal of sorrow, or removal of sorrow or ignorance, and gaining of happiness. Both being bhava rupa, they can coexist. After having explained, now author proceeds to explain Sambandha Nirupanam. What is the relation? Sambandha is the relation between two things. And two things, when there is relation between them, they are helpful to each other. Only when a mud has relation with pot, then alone mud can be used by pot maker to create pot. Had there been no relation between mud and mud pot, that pot maker could not have used mud to make those pots. This rule also applies here. Granthasya vishayasya prameyasya, that which is to be known. Vishayasya cha प्रतिपाद्य प्रतिपादक भावः संबंधः. ग्रंथस्य विषयस्य च, ग्रंथस्य of grantha and vishayasya of its vishaya, the topic or that that which is to be known. In between those two, what type of relation is there? Pratipadya pratipadaka bhava sambandha. Something which is pratipadya, that needs to be explained, or that which is explained, and pratipadaka, the one who is explaining, the one who is making me know. Then what is pratipadaka and what is pratipadya? Grantha pratipadakaha. Grantha is expounder, it is explaining. Vishayaha, what is the topic? Jiva Brahma Aikyam Pratipadyaha. Because throughout this text, what has been explained? The oneness of Jiva and Brahman. Because oneness of Jiva and Brahman has been pointed out, Vishaya and Grantha has Pratipadya Pratipadaka Sambandha. यत् विषयं विविच्य बोधयति तत् प्रतिपादकं, यत् बोध्यते तत् प्रतिपाद्यम्. यत् विषयं विविच्य बोधयति, that vivichya, separating out or clearly explains. Bodhayati, makes us know. The one who, having clearly explained, pointed out, makes us know, that is pratipadaka. And that because of this explanation is known, that which is known is pratipadya. Yad bodhyate, that which is known is pratipadya. Similarly, adhikari phalayoho prapya prapaka bhava rupah sambandha. In adhikari and its phala, sambandha is between that. Now what sambandha? First it was explained, the grantha and granthasya vishaya, the text and its topic. Now the relation between the phala and the adhikari is explained. Adhikari phalayoho prapya praparupaka sambandha. Phalam prapyam adhikari prapakaha. Phala, the result is prapya, that which is to be gained, and adhikari prapakaha. Adhikari, the eligible qualified person, is prapaka, the one who is going to gain that result. What is result and who is adhikari? What is prapaka? What is prapya? Yad vastu labhyate tat prapyam. That which is gained or acquired is prapya, and the one who gains it, acquires it, is prapaka. यो लब्धा स प्रापकः. अधिकारी विचारयोः तु. Now it is explained. Adhikari, the qualified person. Vicharayoho. What is vichara? Shravana. Shravana. Why? In Vichara Sagara, in the introduction, we had analyzed, we had seen what vichara we are doing. The true nature of Tatpada and Tvampada, and that vichara takes place on account of Shravana. So here vichara can also be taken as Shravana or Manana or Nididhyasana. Either ways. But Adhikari. Vicharayoho. In between Adhikari and Vichara, what type of relation is there? What type of sambandha is there? Kartru kartavya bhavarupaha sambandha. Kartru, the one who is karta, the performer, doer. Kartavya, that which is ought to be done. It is explained. Adhikari karta kartavyaha vicharaha. Who is karta? Adhikari is karta and vichara is kartavya. How is it so? Yaha karoti sakarta. The one who does that is karta. And yat kriyate tat kartavyam. That which is done is kartavya. For an adhikari, it was said, Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana needs to be done to remove all the obstructions. So, after having listened to Mahavakya for Aparoksha Jnana, that Pratibandha is required to be removed, and because it needs to be removed, that which is going to remove that Pratibandha is ought to be done. That so Shravana Manana Nididhyasana becomes Kartavya. And the one who is going to do that? Adhikari, of course. So Adhikari becomes Karta. And then the Grantha, the text, and Phala, that Jnana, which is gained. In between these two, what type of relation is there? Granthajnanayoho janya janaka bhavaha sambandhaha. Grantha and Jnana. Grantha, this text, and Jnana, the Aparoksha Jnana which is gained. In between these two, what type of relation is there? Janya Janaka. Janya, that which is created or given birth to. And Janaka, the one who creates. Vichara dvara jnanam prati granthaha janakaha jnanam janyam. Vichara dvara, on account of vichara being instrumental, jnanam prati, for jnana, this text becomes janaka and jnana becomes janya. How do you say so? The Aparoksha Brahma Jnana which was required was not available with me, and that knowledge was gained on account of vichara or Shravana Manana Nididhyasana which was done with the help of this text. So the text becomes Janaka and knowledge which is gained becomes Janya. Now just a side point to understand, all these relations are from the standpoint of ignorance. In reality, as we had said, that knowledge which is gained is अप्राप्तस्य प्राप्ति. Sorry, praptasya prapti. We are not knowing something new, but only thing is that ignorance is being removed. In that way, with through removal of ignorance, because knowledge appears to be gained. Because technically, to say that I have gained Brahmajnana is again false or a defective statement. But that is from the absolute standpoint, not from the transactional standpoint. So all these sambandha, all these relations are possible only in the transactional reality, vyavaharika satta. Neither in pratibhasika nor in paramarthika. Evameva sambandhantaram apibodhyam. Evameva, all these sambandhantara, different relations, they also need to be known. Why? Only then my goal will be clear. As we had seen, for me to gain Brahmajnana, first and foremost thing which is required is knowing the Anubandha. Am I an adhikari? Is my Vishaya and Vishaya of this text go hand in hand? Do I really need to gain Brahmajnana, and why do I really need to gain Brahmajnana? That needs to be clear. Because I want moksha, that is for sure. But to gain that moksha, knowledge alone is required. That is not clear to me right now. That needs to be clear. Then sambandha prayojana. The prayojana is appropriate, and that alone is going to be, that alone is. No other prayojana, no other purpose is going to take me through this calamitous samsara. That also needs to be clear. All these sambandhas, their relations in between them need to be clear. Having explained, the author says, Yastu sadhana sampannaha jidnyasu prathamam pathet imam tarangam satatam mukto saunatra samshayah. Yaha tu, the one who, sadhana sampannaha jidnyasuhu, sadhana sampanna, endowed with sadhana chatushtaya sampatti, the one who is jidnyasu, the desirous of knowing Brahman, pathet, pathet, studies or listens to, imam prathamam tarangam, this first taranga, first chapter of this text. How long, how many times? Satatam, again and again, all the time. He will be muktaha saunatra samshaya. He surely will get liberated. There is no doubt about it. Avrutti rasakrut upadeshat. After having listened to it once, if the effect has not taken place, listen to it again and again. In this way, the author concludes the first chapter of this text, Vichara Sagara. Iti Shri Vasudeva Brahmendra Saraswati Virachite Vichara Sagare Anubandha Samanya Nirupanam Nama Prathamaha Tarangaha. In this way, the author Vasudeva Brahmendra Saraswati concludes his text Vichara Sagara, concludes the first chapter of his text Vichara Sagara, named as Anubandha Samanya Nirupanam. What is the Anubandha? What is Anubandha? Adhikari Vishaya Sambandha Prayojanam. We started with the analysis of the Mangalacharana. After having analyzed the Mangalacharana, we proceeded further with Anubandha Chatushtaya, why Anubandha Chatushtaya needs to be known, what is its importance. And in Anubandha Chatushtaya, we had seen Adhikari, Vishaya, Sambandha, Prayojana. Who is an Adhikari? Adhikari, the one who is endowed with Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti. And not just that, the one who has done Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana and removed all the obstructions of Brahmadhyana. What are the prerequisites of Brahmadhyana? Prerequisites of Brahmadhyana are Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampatti, then Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana and Tattvam Padartha Shodhana. Through all these, when Aparoksha Brahmadhyana, the one who gains Aparoksha Brahmadhyana will be Adhikari. Because the oneness has been explained in this text, that alone is Vishaya. Prayojana, why do we need to gain this Brahmadhyana? Because Brahmadhyana is going to be instrumental in gaining my Prayojana, that is Dukkha Nivrutti Paramananda Vapti, cessation of sorrows and gaining of happiness. This cessation of sorrows and gaining of happiness can coexist. Why? Because gaining of happiness is nothing but praptasya prapti. Knowing that which I am trying to gain is me myself, and removal of superimposed entity by knowing its substratum, its basis, Brahman. And further, they all have correlation, they have sambandha in between them as bodhya, bodhaka, prapya, prapaka, kartru, kartavya, etc. And having firmly ascertained this Anubandha Chatushtaya, we will progress further with second chapter. Objections will be raised on whatever that has been explained in this text, and those will be answered. So no doubt is left behind, but that we will see next time. Om Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu Samastaloka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.